Okay, so today's video I'm going to be talking about stencils. I am now making stencils. I made this and I have it in a larger size, so I have various sizes. If you're interested in purchasing any of my stencils, I will put links down below. I will have them for sale in my eBay store and my Etsy shop. So you will be able to find those there. Today's tutorial I'm going to be covering this design, which was made with this stencil. In my next tutorial I will show you this design. So both of these were made with the same stencil. I'm finding it to be very quick. You just kind of shade it in, which I will show you in this tutorial. You just kind of shade it in and just go right at it, which I find to be very time saving, and I'm loving it because time is invaluable. So, and I want to introduce you real quick to this guy right here. This is Pablo. So this is my baby Chihuahua boy. He's not a baby, he's 4, but he is who you hear breathing all the time. I wish I could edit that out, but I can't because it's usually when I'm talking at the same time. So he's a good boy. He's just a heavy breather. All right, let's get started. Okay, so I just take some chalk and I just kind of trace through the cutout part of the stencil, and then I just kind of rub off the excess, and it just leaves a nice even slight coating, and that's all you need. And then for my center dot, I'm going to be using 11.5 millimeter crochet hook, starting with the blue. Wait, I just wanted to mention real quick also. A lot of people will leave a comment and ask me where to get the tools that I use. I leave in almost all of my video descriptions, I will leave links on where to find all of the tools that I use. So just so you know, they are usually in the description, video's description, so just check that out right below. Okay. Alright, moving on, I have got a size 2 nail stylus dotting tool, and I'm just going to put a dot right on the very center of each of the 18 petals that go around. So there's going to be 18 dots right around the center dot. And here I'm using a 6.5 millimeter crochet hook, and I'm just going inside the widest part of the petal all the way around, followed by a 5 millimeter crochet hook on the inside of that ring with a whole nother ring. Going to be just descending in size. This is a 3.5 millimeter. This is my very smallest wooden dowel here for the whole next row. And then I'm going to take my size 5 nail stylus dotting tool and just walk a few dots in towards the center dot. I'm getting about 3 dots each petal. Okay, again I'm using my size 5 nail stylus, and I'm going with a bright springy yellow, and I'm going to put a dot right on the outer edge and then walk 2 in on each side all the way around. Sticking with the size 5 nail stylus, I'm going to put a purple dot right in the middle of each of those yellow tips there. Size 5 again, nail stylus, going with red, and I'm just going to walk about halfway down this outer row of petals. So just 1 dot on the outer edge, and then redot it and walk down the other side. And this is a 5 millimeter crochet hook, and I'm going to go with that same blue that I used in the center, and I'm just going to put it just inside each of those outer petals there. Okay, here I'm going to get the same size 5 nail stylus and put a dot right in the center, towards the center, and then 1 to each side of that. And then I'm going to do basically the same thing, but I'm going to put 2 on each side. So I'm going to dip my tool, redot the center area there, and then walk 2 down each side. And then I follow that up with 1 more,
with one on each side, and lastly just one more. So it's kind of like a thicker group of dots there right down the center of each of those petals with smaller ones to the sides. I hope that's not too confusing. I'm trying to get the best shot for you to see the whole canvas here. Alright, and moving on, I've grabbed the 5mm crochet hook, and I'm going to put the purple dot right in between each of the petals there, the outer petals. And then I'm going to follow that up with a size 5 nail stylus, and I'm reusing the same yellow, and I'm just going to walk some dots down to a point right on the point of each of those previous row of petals. Alright, and we're going to add some top dots here. I'm going to put a top dot of yellow on each of the pink dots here in the center. So this is a 5mm crochet hook, followed by a 3.5mm wooden dowel. And you want to leave, you want to be able to see like a pink edge all the way around, so just a yellow center. I'm following up here with a size 5 nail stylus, and I'm going to go ahead and put a dot right on each of those and walk them towards the center there. Alright, now I'm going to offset the dots here with a white dot right in between the dots. And this is a size 4mm crochet hook, followed by a 3.5mm wooden dowel. And then again, the size 5 nail stylus, just going to walk all the way down towards the center. Alright, here I've grabbed a 9mm crochet hook, and I'm just going to put a larger white dot right in between each of the outer petals there. And it just kind of brings out that white again, and it just kind of makes the whole thing pop. I really like using the white. And then I'm going to walk dots right around each of those white dots there. That is a size 1 nail stylus dotting tool, so it's very teeny tiny. And when you get to the edges and there's nowhere to dot, I go ahead and just dot on the board that I'm on. That way it keeps them even for you all the way around. And lastly, I'm going to follow up with a size 5 nail stylus dotting tool. So the dots are just a little bit larger. Again, just dotting the board that I'm working on to keep them even where you can't dot. And just going to do a last row of walking dots around those larger white dots on the outer edge. Spring is almost here, and I just cannot wait to make some nice springy tutorials for you guys. If you have any suggestions, please don't forget to leave me a comment below. I love to hear them. If you like this tutorial, please do hit the thumbs up for me. It helps me out, and it lets me know that this video was relevant. And once that's dry, you can just very easily remove all of your chalk guidelines. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching. See you next time.